Hey guys, welcome back to another Express Lane character creation video. And as you can tell, today we have yet another cultist. However, we took this one in a radically different direction than the last one, and somehow we ended up on a badass dwarf pirate. Just take it all in. So we made the cultist, which is primary rogue, secondary cleric. And instead of going the death augment like we did on the previous one, what we did this time is we took the life augment, thinking that it would really just give him more of a self-healing property. And we really took creative liberty with this one, okay? So, first off, we had to come up with a race. And we decided on a Nikua, which is a Polynesian-inspired aesthetic, but it is one of the other dwarf races in the land of Verra. So that is the Ashes of Creation's land. And the Nikua kind of give this Polynesian influence, and they're more islanders and pathfinders, wayfinders. However, if you look at some of the concept art that they have for them, it gives a hardcore like Maui vibe, which is interesting. Anyway, so I started thinking of like island life, being on boats, all living off the sea, and we just kept kind of brainstorming. Check out the whole video. We go through just an obscene amount of ideas before we land on this. And we finally figured out, it came to me like a pirate. Oh, he could be a fucking dwarf pirate. That'd be dope. So then we started looking up like Polynesian names, and I think we came up with one, Maka'Ni. I don't think there's an apostrophe. That's my disease. I think apostrophes make every name look way fucking cooler. And I think it means the breeze, if I remember correctly. And then we gave him the pirate aesthetic. So we started thinking, what other last name? You know, I can take forever coming up with the last name. So we just came up with Goldbeard. Obviously, the picture I have for you right now does not have a gold beard, but it could be hilarious if that is actually the way he looks. Because we said not only Goldbeard, maybe because he was blonde, but the bigger reason was because we said that his religion, quote unquote, because he is a secondary cleric, that his religion would be one of dungeon diving, artifact finding, gold hoarding. And not really a greed way, more of a clout way. We were saying that the religion he was a part of, that he was a cleric of, potentially just you showed your worth or you showed your dedication to the religion through the quality of artifacts or the amount of gold you brought back. And not like, hey, bring us all the gold and everything because we're greedy and we want it all, but they amass all this gold and everything to show their god, like, hey, look at the cool haul we got at this artifact, or at this artifact dig, like he's a fucking archaeologist, at this dungeon dive, or look what we did, all this, you know, we raided a ship and we got all this gold. You know, we took liberties with this character concept. And so that's what we did, valuing gold and artifacts that high is another reason we said Goldbeard. And then later I was like, well, maybe he's blonde. But I found this picture. I don't give a shit if he's blonde because that guy's badass looking. And then we said it was like a pirate-esque vibe. And then when we go and continued to go, I was trying to come up with that tagline or that title. And we said, what if he was Maka'Ni Goldbeard, the Divine Explorer? And I know it doesn't say anything about being a pirate or what have you. However, we were saying that as a rogue, in case you don't know, you have the ability to find traps, hidden doors, and can affect a loot table in a dungeon. So that gave us kind of like the Bronzebeard from Hearthstone and WoW idea of being an explorer or the Explorer's Guild. And then we said with that health augment, life augment, that he could heal himself. So others would see him raiding a tomb or going in a dungeon and see him get hurt and then be able to heal himself. And so he would have gained the name the Divine Explorer. And we went through all of this about how he started off as an adventurer, rogue, dungeon explorer, and then he maybe stumbled upon this religion that was all about dungeon exploring and gold, and then he became a member of that religion. He hit level 25 and picked cleric secondary class, life augment, and then, you know, his story diverged from there. And what we ended up with through all of that, it was an awesome RP session, guys. We went through so much trying to figure out this character. Check it out on YouTube if I haven't already said it, the full session. But what that ended up with, not only this badass looking art I found on the internet for a dwarven pirate, but it ended up with Maka'Ni Goldbeard, the Nikua pirate, also known as the Divine Explorer. Thanks again for coming by the Express Lane.